Hello everyone! Another week, another exploration around one of the upcoming TEL3 stations, which is Havelock MRT. This station might sound very foreign to you, but let me show you around so you can know what to expect. Let's go! I'm sure you guys are already aware that the Thomson East Coast Line 3 will be opening up this year. We've actually covered other stations as well, such as Maxwell, Outram Park and Great Wall MRT, so do check them out if you haven't. Havelock MRT is built underneath Zion Road near the junction of Jalan Bukit Ho Swee and Havelock Road. Also, you are near the Singapore River, which means there's a plethora of entertainment and F&B options. There's also plenty of HDBs and private housing available here, which gives it a more neighbourhood feel even though it's in the city centre. In terms of connectivity, Havelock MRT is very central, which means you are connected to most parts of Singapore. So if you take a look at the MRT map right now, you're only 2 stops away from Orchard, where you can access the rest of the North-South Line stations, and 1 stop away from Outram Park, where it's an interchange for the East-West Line and North-East Line. For drivers, Orchard Road and the CBD is only 10 minutes away. And if you're a frequent traveller, Changi Airport is around 25 minutes. So yes guys, the location is really good. Alright, let's talk numbers. If you've been yearning to stay in the city, I think it's really important to note how the properties in this area are doing, right? So over the past 1 year, the average price per square foot for properties around Havelock is around $2,180. Though the price trend has decreased by 6.4% over the past 1 year, we suspect that it might pick up once the MRT is fully operational, especially for properties within 10 minutes walk from the station. We actually did an episode with our 99.co data expert on the effects of property prices once the TEL3 is fully open. So if you're interested, do check it out here. For residential options, there are several here, be it public or private housing. The newest addition to this residential cluster is the Havelock Hillside BTO, which was part of the recent August launch. I'm currently at the BTO plot right now, and it is just a 4 minutes walk from the upcoming station. In fact, this project fell under the PLH model, which means there's a 10-year MOP period. It had an overall application rate of 6.1 for 4-room flats. So for those of you who didn't manage to secure a unit here, there are other residential options nearby for you to check out. For HDBs, you have Havelock Heights, Havelock View, Boon Tiong Arcadia, and more. As for nearby condos, you can find Emerald Park, Tribeca, Mirage Tower, and more. Those who are still exploring, let's check out what you can find around this area. Let's go! First off, let's talk about the historical landmarks here. Giok Hong Tian Temple is located opposite Havelock MRT. It was built in 1887 by Chiang Hong Lim, who is a prominent merchant who built several houses in this area. Also, do you guys know that this is one of the oldest temples in Singapore? Which means this temple has witnessed its neighbourhood transformed from the kampung days to the present-day housing estate. Another prominent landmark here is the Alkaff Bridge, just 12 minutes walk from the station. As you can see here, this bridge has a really interesting structure. In fact, these parabolic shaped structures will definitely catch your attention if you're ever strolling around this area. This beautiful bridge was designed by a Filipino artist, Pasita Abad, in 2004. In order to achieve this gorgeous design, right, Pasita actually used 55 different colours and 900 litres of paint. What? No wonder this is Singapore's first art bridge. So if you guys haven't been to the Alkaff Bridge, be sure to get your cameras ready because it's the perfect spot for all your IG and TikTok videos. Of course, staying in town has its major perks. You are practically spot for choice when it comes to your retail therapy. Within a 1 kilometer radius from the MRT station, there's a Great Wall, Valley Point and Tiong Bahru Plaza. All are within 5 to 15 minutes walk. Despite being so close to town, there's definitely some neighbourhood essence to this place. There's a few food centres nearby for those of you who can't stray away from our delicious local delights. This includes Zion Riverside Food Centre, ABC Food Corner, Havelock Road Cooked Food Centre, Begain 22 Old Street Coffee House, Bio Crescent Market, and the Tiong Bahru Market. For romantic date nights or weekend brunches, you can head down to the Singapore River where there's a long stretch of restaurants, bars and cafes. There's Italian food, Western, Japanese, Asian fusion and so on. Basically, almost every cuisine is available in this enclave, so your hungry taste buds will always be satisfied. Being in the city naturally means that you are slightly further away from nature. However, the nearest nature parks are Tiong Bahru Park, Pearls Hill City Park, and even Fort Canning. Amongst the three, I would definitely recommend Fort Canning Park, of course. It features 9 historical gardens, and on top of that, it is also a popular venue for celebrations and events. You can also bring your kids to the outdoor play garden where there's super long slides and log play structures as well. For recreational facilities, just walk 5 minutes from the station and you'll get to Kim Seng Community Centre. There's art, wellness and sports classes available, and even a 24 hours anytime fitness gym. But perhaps you fancy something a little more intense and full of adrenaline. So lovers of laser tag, Nerf wars and trampolines, you'll definitely love the amped trampoline park at River Valley, which is around a 6 minutes drive. This is also where they house the first and largest multi-activity air court, the Arena. And of course, major perks of staying in the city is the accessibility to all the nightlife and party spots along Boat Quay and Clarke Quay. For parents with school-going children, the nearest primary school within the 1 kilometer radius from the station is River Valley Primary School. Slightly further out, you can find Changde Primary School and Alexandra Primary School. As for preschool options, you can find PCF Sparkle Tots at Kreta Ayer and Superland Preschool. Both takes around 6 to 7 minutes walk. Lastly, let's talk about all the healthcare options available if you're thinking of staying in Havelock. Just 8 minutes walk away, there's Eye Care Medical and Wellness Clinic, or you can walk 13 minutes to Ma Kwang TCM Women's and Children's Clinic. For the nearest hospital, Singapore General Hospital is only a 6 minutes drive. That's all for today's episode. Hope whatever we shared today will be helpful for you if you are thinking of staying in the Havelock area. You know, after exploring this area, right, I can conclude that residents staying here love the city living where everything is pretty much accessible. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, okay? See you next week. Bye!